Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to go and have a look at my top 5 favorite biomes. So if you don't know, in the latest update, or in the at least in the snapshots that they've released, I presume will be in the latest update, the 1.16. There is a new command called locate biome, which by using it you can find any biome you want and teleport to it immediately, which believe me is a huge help. I remember that we used to just have to search for ages if we wanted to find any biomes that we wanted, if we were looking for a certain one in creative, but or you would have to download Nature's Compass or some similar mod. But to start things off, I'm going to go to my 5th favorite biome, the Flower Forest. So if you put in the command locate biome, it'll come up with coordinates, you click on it, and boom, you're in dirt. But yeah, right now it's a bit temperamental, so if you do that you can end up in dirt. But the flower biome is my 5th favorite biome. It is honestly beautiful, a great source of flowers, and if you need lots and lots of different color dyes, it's pretty much the quickest way, short of making your own dye machine, automatic machine thing, which you would need a lot of bone meal for. So it's a kind of a simple biome, but so many flowers, and it's so cool. So that's why it gets number 5 on it. Plus, it's just really magical biome, and like, look, you could build a water house here and it would look so amazing with the cliffs in the background and the flowers everywhere and all that. It's just really cool. So that's it for my 5th favorite biome. My 4th favorite biome is mushroom fields. Now, one of the things with mushroom fields is that they can be a lot harder to find than the other ones. Like, for example, normally, even with the locate biome, you still have to teleport everywhere around because it has a limit in its range. But we got lucky this time, and there's one that's really close. But yeah, the command is still a bit temperamental because it keeps on teleporting me down under the ground. Now, the mushroom fields, or better known as mushroom islands, is basically islands that are covered in mycelium with giant mushrooms everywhere, and mushrooms as well. Mushrooms are really cool because they can give you unlimited mushroom stew as long as you have wooden bowls. The giant mushrooms are a good source of mushrooms, as are the little ones, but even better than anything is the potential that these islands have when it comes to builds. These places are an amazing place to build a base, simply because the only mob that's able to spawn here are mushrooms, not even nighttime mobs, which means that if you have a base here, you're completely safe from any mob invading. Creepers, skeletons, zombies, even phantoms, they can't get you here. So that's what makes it my 4th favorite biome of all time, although my number 1 biome to build in for safety. So my 3rd favorite biome is the bamboo jungle. The let's see, the bamboo jungle is a fairly newish biome, and I just really like it. I like the bamboo that they added. I loved when they added it. It's just a really cool plant and super useful for smelting and other stuff, and I feel like it's really adds to the game, especially with the scaffolding and everything. It's just really cool to use it in builds and stuff. I do wish they could make it they would make it so that you could use it more fluidly, like for example that you could make stacks of bamboo, you could do horizontal bamboo as well. But yeah. But for now, this is my third favorite biome, and I love it not only because of the aesthetic, but also because you can find the very rare giant panda here, which is very hard to find, and while almost completely useless as a mob, the only use is that the babies can sometimes snort out slime balls, and that's about it. But they're just super cute, so I can't help it. I just love the biome, okay? So, my second favorite biome. My second favorite biome would be the Ice Spikes biome, which I'm sure you all know, and for many people it would be their favorite. Not mine, but for many people this is their number one. So, the Ice Spikes biome is, of course, well, it seems we went very far down. This definitely needs to be sorted out. But the Ice Spikes biome is, of course, a really cool looking biome. It has giant spikes everywhere of packed ice. It's a amazing source for packed ice if you want to get some. Like, blue ice is really hard to make, and it's really hard to collect enough regular ice to make it, so having a source of packed ice like this is really helpful, and it can be a really cool biome to build in if you want to have an ice themed biome, like an ice castle or something. It's really cool. Now this Ice Spikes biome in particular is actually really good, because there's lots of ice spikes, it's pretty big, and this part here, you could make something really cool with all these ice spikes right here. Like honestly, I'm surprised. I didn't check out these biomes beforehand, so I don't know what they were like. But like, this is actually, this ice spike is like half destroyed. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it before. But this is actually pretty cool. Well, the well, I don't know what to say to it, but it's a pretty cool thing I've just found in this. I'll have to well, actually, seed, and that is the seed for this map, and of course that is the coordinate, so if any of you want to check out this biome, here you go. So that's the Ice Spikes biome, and yeah, pretty cool biome. Normally it's a bit less exciting than this one, but this is really cool. So yeah, now on to my favorite biome. My favorite biome is actually the Shattered Savannah. Now I know what you're thinking, what the heck is a Shattered Savannah? It's not one of the more well known ones, it's one of the lesser known ones, but it is my absolute favorite because of it's one of the places that you can have the most varied and the most weirdest terrain generation. Like unfortunately, to find a really good Shattered Savannah can be quite hard. This one seems to be rather dull. Let me just check. Yeah, I'm still in a Shattered Savannah, but I don't think it's a very big one. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a very big one at all. I think I'm going to actually TP a bit away, and then see if I can yeah, find a different one that's a bit better. Let's see, this one hopefully is a bit nicer, and well, at the very least it has more interesting terrain. Now this might seem very glitched, and that's because it is, and that's just because that's how the Shattered Savannas sometimes spawn. This also doesn't seem to be the best spawn. Actually, over here is really good. Now, one of the coolest things about Shattered Savannas is that they are the biome that produce the highest mountains. in all of Minecraft. Now this might seem like a tall mountain, but the truth is, Shattered Savannas can spawn mountains that hit build limit. Yeah, not kidding, build limit. So in comparison to that, this mountain is tiny. And they also can produce a lot of glitched biomes and stuff like that. Lots of glitched terrain. Again, this one seems to be a bit lackluster. I'm going to see if I can find another one. Hopefully I can find a really good one, but again, who knows. It can be a bit hard to find really good ones, unfortunately. And I'll give it this one last go, see if I can find one. And if not, I'll give up. Hold on. Nope, just more glitch terrain. Like I said, Shattered Savannas are infamous for having extremely glitched terrain and stuff like that. But unfortunately, all the ones that I've seemed to have found so far are very small and aren't the most interesting. But yeah, hopefully if you find a Shattered Savannah of your own, you'll be able to find some that are a little bit more interesting than that. But those are my top 5 favourite biomes of all time. Well, I say all time, but with the way that updates have been coming out, like just the newest update, which will add 4 new biomes to the Nether, which is really cool. I might have to change my list soon. I haven't really experienced them enough to be able to tell whether they are worthy of taking over one of the top 5, but they seem to be very promising so far. So thank you for watching, and bye!